office in UCLA because it's just too expensive, it needs a lot of electricity, and it's delicate. They can't afford to buy one and leave it in the hospital in the clinic in Uganda because there would be no one there to maintain it. And he showed me his clinic at UCLA and showed me all the high-tech stuff he's got there. And none of that would be attainable in the Ugandan clinical setting. So I asked him, well, what do you really need to perform this procedure? And he told me, well, all I really need to do is see inside the anatomy and be able to look at a screen while my hands are doing the work. So I'm like, well, why can't we just use a laptop and a USB cable connected to a low-cost chip that you'd find in your pocket, your digital camera? So that's what I did. In my garage, I put these pieces together, and then in March 2010, Medicine for Humanity took the device that I built and brought to Uganda, and were able to treat every single patient that came through their clinic. I was able to watch the first surgery live over Skype, so that was a really cool thing, surgery over Skype, live. So, but I was like truly amazed. I'm like, wow, this really works. So how come we need to really make this happen? There's over 3 billion people around the world who live on less than $2.50 a day that do not have the correct access to medical care or the medical technologies to be able to have the right treatments. So I thought of ways, well, how can we really make this happen? So we started Evotech.
Evotech is a company aiming to radically redesign endoscopy to make it affordable and available to physicians operating in resource-constrained settings. Our latest clinical prototype was developed together with designers from IDEO and engineers from MIT. It's constructed of only off-the-shelf components that you can find in any electronic store. And it is connected to a laptop and runs through the laptop battery. The cost for production is about 1/20 of the existing manufacturer's devices available on the market. So we figured that this very simple concept might be applicable to settings where resources are constrained. So we brought this device to Dr. Patel in India. He's one of our partner physicians. Dr. Patel graduated from the top medical school in India and could choose wherever he wanted to work. He chose to work at a rural hospital in southern India. As his patients don't have much money, they often can't afford to pay for the treatment. So his clinic is under constant financial pressure when purchasing medical technologies and providing treatments. Dr. Patel used our clinical prototype to perform minimally invasive surgery using his laptop and this camera system. Again, we were truly amazed that such a simple device actually could be used for quite advanced procedures in those settings. So far, we have evaluated the device while treating 60 patients in Uganda and India. However, we soon realized that providing only a low-cost endoscopy system will only address a very small part of a much larger need. The operating theater today is full of equipment that is not designed for use in resource-constrained settings. Equipment that is expensive and complex. We figured that if we want to increase the impact of our endoscopy system, we need to identify more medical devices and apply the same concept of redesigning and simplifying to make them available and affordable to all physicians around the world. So now we are on this journey, and we want to meet as many physicians as possible. From physicians operating at top-tier hospital here in Japan to physicians in rural India. Spend time with them to really understand their clinical work and their needs and how we possibly can address those needs by redesigning simple, complex medical devices. By being part of the frugal innovation movement within MedTech, we hope that our efforts will provide physicians around the world with adequate medical equipment given the conditions that they face, and that this will increase the number of patients that will receive the treatment that they need.
So we're here in Japan today as part of the leg of our journey to meet with more physicians here locally in Japan who would like to, we can learn about what needs they have, and if they've also done some work in emerging markets and what are the needs they've faced while doing operations and providing care there. And then also we're a startup, so we do need some funding so we continue our research and development and to actually bring our first device to manufacturability and distribution. So any help with that would also be greatly appreciated. So our contact information is going to flash up here in a second or two. And you can take that information and get in contact with us when anytime you would like. It'd be great to meet with everyone here tonight. Thank you very much.